Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. Today we're going to look at the Superman villain, Zod. As a child, Zod and his parents got lost in a wild jungle on Krypton. After his mother was killed by a wild animal, Zod and his father ran away. A year later, Kryptonians found that Zod had survived. Many Kryptonians believe that Zod grew up to become a monster after watching his parents being killed by wild animals. Little did the Kryptonians know that Zod stabbed his father and left him to die. Zod rationalized that if his father was injured, the wild animals would eat him, giving Zod enough time to run and hide. So you see, Zod's been a jerk his entire life. And that is the first fact about Zod. Let's dive in. He debuted in Adventure Comics number 283 in 1961. His full name is Drew Zod. Drew? He's Drew? He doesn't look like a Drew. Like, as in Drew Carey? Zod is from Krypton. He is the greatest general in the history of his planet. At first, Zod was charged to arrest Superman's father, Jor-El, when he created a mass panic with his theories that Krypton was doomed. Over time, Zod realized that Jor-El's theory was right, and he became an ally and friend of Jor-El. Zod's lover is Ursa. Despite what many people believe, she did not debut in the comics. She first appeared in Superman in 1978.
What kind of a creature are you?
Just a man.
A man?
She only debuted in the comics in 2007. Zod's enforcer is a gigantic, mindless brute called Non. He first appeared in the movie and debuted in the comics the same issue as Ursa. Non was played by Jack O'Halloran in the Superman films. He was a mobster in real life. I didn't say that, I think he's still alive. He hasn't killed anyone? Although Non appears simple, he was originally Jor-El's teacher and one of the greatest scientists on Krypton. When the Krypton Council became paranoid that Jor-El's theories of Krypton's destruction would cause mass panic, the council lobotomized Non. Zod realized that he would have to take desperate measures to ensure the survival of Krypton. He led an assault with Non and Ursa upon the council, killing several members, hoping that he could seize control and save Krypton. Sadly, he was captured and imprisoned. Zod knew that Jor-El could release him from prison at any moment, but he didn't. Because of this, Zod has always held Jor-El responsible for the destruction of the Kryptonian race.
You will bow down before me, Jor-El! I swear it! No matter that it takes an eternity, you will bow down before me!
Jor-El didn't believe in murder, so he convinced the council to imprison Zod, Non, and Ursa instead of killing them. Jor-El trapped the trio in a pocket dimension known as the Phantom Zone. The Phantom Zone exists outside of time, so Zod and his minions would be trapped in it for all eternity. Zod eventually escaped the Phantom Zone and made his way to Earth. He had an instant hatred for Superman for being the son of the man who ended the Kryptonian race. Zod and Ursa have a son called Lore. When he appeared on Earth, he was only a child. Superman adopted him and called him Chris Kent, oblivious that he was the son of Zod. On Earth, he has all the same powers as Superman. Zod has been a villain in the comics since the 1960s. Early depictions of Zod were always from parallel universes. This is because the writers want to emphasize that Superman was the last son of Krypton. The Zod from Superman's universe did not appear until 2006. In alternative universe, Zod is Superman. When a part of Krypton was restored near Earth, Zod became the general of the planet. While he served on New Krypton, he worked alongside his former enemy, Superman. In fact, when Zod was critically injured, he gave all his military power to the Man of Steel. Zod attempted to live in peace on New Krypton. After the planet was destroyed, he attempted to take over the world. Superman can freeze objects with his breath. Zod, however, can create hurricanes with his super breath. And finally, you know what the final fact is. You know what I'm gonna say. Everyone went berserk when Superman killed Zod in The Man of Steel, saying that Superman would never do this. Even though he did it in Superman 2. Except he did it when that Zod was depowered. And he did it with a smile on his face. Now there's some diehard fans who go, yeah, but he would never do it in the comics. In the comics, a Zod from another universe terrorized Earth before Superman defeated him. While Zod was depowered in jail, he vowed that he would kill everyone on Earth the second he was released. As a result, Superman killed Zod using kryptonite, which took ages. This is considered to be the first time Superman has consciously taken a life. Superman was so traumatized after he killed Zod, he erected psychological barriers that prevented him from killing. He felt so guilty after killing Zod that he had to see a counselor. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe. Please let me know if there's any other Superman villains you want me to talk about, like Bizarro, Metallo, Titano, that's a lot of O's, Parasite, and of course, the ultimate villain, the Toyman. Be sure to subscribe to Facts About Everything. Follow me on Twitter for updates on upcoming videos. Check out my Facebook page to let me know what subjects you want me to talk about in the future. Thanks for watching, see you again.